Hi everyone, and welcome to your monthly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the month of October. Wow. Hi everyone, and welcome to your monthly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the month of November 2024. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If you have a question you want to ask the tarot, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. And if you want to answer those questions for yourself, you'll find information on my beginner's course below. I'll be doing 7 card readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Tarot of the Divine with Lapis Lazuli, the Borderless Rider-Waite-Smith with Fluorite, and the Light Seer's Tarot with Amethyst. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks, so go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one, and as always you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, group 1, let's see what we have for you for November. Whoops. So, in the present energy, 6 of Swords, the Moon, and what is this? The 9 of Wands reverse. Well, looks like you've been through a lot. Looks like you're not quite sure where you're going. Unfortunately, these cards, if I'm on target, don't provide me much more to say at the moment. So let's go into what led us here. An Ace of Wands reverse. So maybe an opportunity that we're not feeling that we're fully capitalizing on, or that we're not sure how we intend to capitalize on it, something like that. In the incoming energy, we have the Page of Wands. That's awesome, especially when there's an ace in the past. I always, very often anyway, say that pages are graduated aces. So the main advice is 7 of Cups reversed, okay. And the supporting advice is the 10 of Cups with, what is this? The Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So, before I pause, I just want to say I have the feeling that this message is going to be annoying for you to hear, but I will give myself a time. It's a little crooked, but whatever. I'll see you right now, Group 1. Okay, Group 1. I was correct in that this is probably going to be annoying, but not for the reason that I thought, because what made me say that was this 7 of Cups reversed as a main advice card. I was anticipating myself saying just pick a damn cup, which is what I almost always say when the 7 of Cups comes up. But I think what it is adding in this reading as a whole is that there is no perfect cup. I think that whatever aha moment or idea that has brought you to this point, and that you're still not quite sure how to navigate, this, the source of the confusion might be that you are kind of waiting to discover the perfect cup. The cup in this metaphor is how to take the potential of this Ace of Wands and turn it, manifest it so much that you graduate to the level and become the page, the graduated ace, ready to go on the new level, right? And I think that when we wait for the perfect idea, that moment will never come. There is no perfect idea. Something that I say a lot is, well, okay, the cliche that everyone always says is ideas are like assholes, most of them are full of shit and everyone has one. The thing that I add to that saying is that the good news is that ideas are infinite. You know, you can spew out infinite amounts of shit and eventually something comes. And coming back to cups now, which I think is a better metaphor to lean on, again, there is no perfect cup. And I think that the invitation here is to be able to work with the unknown, with the moon at in the middle of this. And I've recently had other meanings of the moon kind of come back to surface. So I think that, something about the moon is that it's always changing. And I think that in the context of this reading, I think that what can serve as your North Star is actually both of these. The 10 of Cups in the sense of follow your bliss, I think that's pretty clear what it's adding as a supporting advice card. And the Lovers here, the way that the Lovers is coming through as, the baseline at the bottom of the entire message here is maybe it's a question of just waiting for the right time, a reminder that all things happen in due time. Timing is one of the significations of the lovers. But there's also an invitation to think of it from a place of service, like how can I serve? Maybe what is confusing you and what is making it difficult, maybe the ways in which the cups that you have thought of to turn this ace into a page that is confusing you is, how it's going to help you. And maybe if you reframe that in a way of how you can serve others, it's the old Zig Ziglar saying, you can get whatever you want as long as you help enough other people get what they want, kind of like what I'm trying to do here. And if you come of it from a place of service, kind of like what I'm doing now, that can kind of unlock the creative juices so that, you can get the new perspective or change in perspective that this moment seems to already have. And again, it's looking like you've been working at this for a while. Maybe this Ace of Wands is like far in the past, but I think that if you come at it from a place of service and remember that all things happen in due time, and do the right things long enough consistently, I'm likely going to say that a lot for the next little while. And yeah, it's difficult to hear, but it feels like the type of thing that is needed here. And I think the right thing long enough consistently is just picking a cup, and yes, as imperfect as it is, the working with the imperfections or the solving of the imperfections can kind of be what can help you find the path to the top of the mountain in the traditional moon card. If you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 2, full disclosure, I'm always hesitant to match the fluorite with a traditional size deck because it looks so teeny tiny. So I guess thank you for, being here. So let's see what we have for November. In the present energy, we have okay, well, I like the 4 of Wands in the middle of this. So I don't want to comment too much right now. In the past, we have the 3 of Coins, okay? So this is gonna let me better place this. I think I'm just gonna reveal all 7 cards and then pause, because the comments that I feel like saying in the, as I turn over each card, I'd rather not even go into why I don't like the comments that are coming into my own mind and why I'd rather just get the whole picture, but I can see that this is well positioned. So I'll see you right now, group 2. Group 2, there might not be any pages in this reading, but I have really strong graduation ceremony vibes from this. And I'm going to try really hard to not read this as a work/career thing, because whenever the 3 of Coins comes up, I gravitate towards project/career readings in general. I try not to, but it's kind of where my mind goes. But when the 3 of Coins is there in the mix, that kind of like cements my confirmation bias in. But whatever field of your life this is about, there's a celebration that is implied, that is central to the whole thing. And it's looking like something that you've been working at for a while with the 8 of Coins reversed. But I think that part of what's playing into how I'm reading this is the 9 of Cups and the Queen of Coins both reversed as your advice cards, And I think that what is making me say graduation ceremony is that it's almost as if you've reached a checkpoint, you've reached a goal, and your role in this doesn't seem quite clear. And I have the feeling that the reason why it might not be is because there's a risk of like grinding it out for grinding it out's sake. With this Nine of Cups, Eight of Coins, both reversed here, that's kind of the vibe that I'm seeing, where you're kind of, something that I hear a lot in business type content or whatever is the phrase of working in your business but not on your business, and where you your business is you're fulfilling orders, whatever, and not and you're spending so much time fulfilling orders that you kind of forget to take some time to think of new products or whatever, or that kind of thing. And I really like the Queen of Wands where she is in the incoming energy, because there's a feel of finding your own place. And I think that the key to that is to focus on what you hope to get out of this. And yeah, not necessarily creating moments together. Honestly, the way that this Six of Cups was coming through, even though like most of your reading is upright, the way that the Six of Cups was coming through to me was as a warning of artificially prolonged childhood, and I'm using childhood because of the depiction of the cards, but the whole graduation ceremony that I opened this whole thing with, it is of being content at the level that you're at. The Four of Wands is a celebration card, but it's also an even card, so there's stability there. Same with the Eight of Cups, the coins here. So yeah, the whole finding your way in this is obviously hinted at with the Hermit here, who it kind of looks like I've been ignoring him, but I haven't. And the whole, what is your unique thing to contribute to this? There might be other things that would be more fulfilling to you, that you can use the same things that you've been using to reach this Four of Wands moment in ways that are kind of more fulfilling to you. And that might be the invitation for you to explore. Like, now that you've come to this point, do you really want to just keep grinding away, or do you want to, like, what is it all for? I think that's the explanation. Like future time, like not what's the point of it all, contemplative. You can't see me. I'm pointing behind me right now. But more, future oriented. Like, where do I want to go with this? I think that is the exploration that you are being invited to undertake for this month. And, again, it's the foundation is to recenter yourself. You've already have the wisdom, and it's looking like whatever your contribution was to this Four of Wands moment was, major. So major, the only major arcana card in the whole thing too. So yeah, it's not looking like skill building. It is looking like finding applications for the skills that you have built. And from there, you can get that quiet self-assuredness that is implied with the Queen of Wands. But it starts with remembering what you want to do and where you want to go. That's a good mic drop. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. And you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, last but not least, Lupli. Let's see what we have for you for November. So, okay, nice. I always like seeing the star. This particular star I really like. So yeah, all majors, but two of them are reversed. So it's looking like mixed signals. In the past, we have the Judgment. Okay. I can understand why this type of energy would flow from this type of energy, let's say. So let's just reveal everything. In the incoming energy, we have the Ace of Wands reversed. Awesome. Main advice is Two of Swords. Supporting advice is Three of Cups with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Wow, a lot of majors here. Let me see here. So it's looking like a big month. No pressure. Give me a second. That my pyramid placement is pretty good. Okay, it's a little crooked, but I can work with this. I'll see you right now, Group 3. Group 3, the metaphor that came to mind when I was staring at these cards is in F1 racing. Well, any racing, but I'm sticking with F1. There's the pit stop. When you're running a race, if you need to stop into the pit stop to get your fluids changed and your tires changed and everything like that. But you can't stay in the pit stop forever. The point of a pit stop is to replenish you and give you what you need. But with the Two of Swords as the main advice card, there, especially with the Hierophant reverse, like above it, there's a warning of stagnation. Hence the staying at the pit stop forever thing. Yeah, it's great to get your tires changed. It's great to get your fluids changed. But the point is to be on the tarmac, actually abusing the shit out of your engine and tires, trying to get the whim that you're trying to get, and I have the feeling that whatever is making you hesitant to leave the pit stop has to do with personal relationships. I think that the Lovers reversed and the Three of Cups, where they are, I'm sensing an imbalance in personal relationships, and since this is a collective reading, it's very difficult for me to elaborate. But when we combine these kinds of warnings, sometimes there are friends who want to, consciously or unconsciously, they kind of want us to stay where we're at so that they can, be comfortable and know what to expect. This is something that we hear a lot in all sorts of different, personal development type shit, where when you start evolving, that friends and family start saying, hey, you've changed, but in the critical way. There might be factors like that. And I think that with the Lovers being the reversed card and in the present, and the Three of Cups being upright in the supporting advice card, I think that it's kind of a question of, wait a minute. I was trying to think of another example and I got nothing. So I'm gonna go with the the loser friend who just wants to get high and play video games. Every fucking time you meet, that's all you do is get high together and play video games. And playing video games is fun, getting high is fun, but that's kind of not the point. And here's the thing. If you start going to that friend's house less often, they might speak up, but it's not that you can't ever see that friend again. It's that if you want to actually leave the pit stop, yes, that does involve being less available for, smoking joints and playing what's in style now. Fuck, I can't think of a current game, so let's just go with Black Ops 2, okay? So you can't just spend all your time smoking joints and playing Black Ops 2 together. Yeah, you can, you don't need to break up with this friend, which is kind of I'm trying really hard to not give the impression that that's what I'm inviting you to do, Group 3. But I think that whatever is making your friend reticent to see you less often to get high and play Black Ops, it is that's a them problem, not a you problem. And I think that you would be surprised to which, once they're done coping, that they wouldn't necessarily resent you for becoming, uncovering the potential in this Ace of Wands here. Now that you've gotten your lessons, because you have something to do. And this judgment in your past here suggests to me that you know exactly what it is. And as much as the healing and balance of the star is important, we don't want burnout. You need to actually be a good version of yourself so that you can perform. But the goal is to perform like out there. To climb the steps in the background of this Hierophant card. I really love the ascension element of this particular Hierophant. Again, no matter what the Lover's Reversed is saying, it's an imbalance in timing or relationships or guidance or that kind of thing. And when it has the Three of Cups under it, that's what kind of made me think of the friend who just wants to get high and play Black Ops 2, because you got your shit together. We all have the entire deck inside of us. I know most of y'all are women, but the Emperor here, I'm definitely reading it as you. And yeah, if you want to be a boss bitch, you need to get up off your ass and pick a damn sword and go after that ace. If you like this reading, please give this video a like. And if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, you can use the timestamps below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Between the space weather and the U.S. election, I was I was kind of scared as to what I might see in these readings. So considering that, I think that no matter what I told you in your tarot reading, it's looking fairly good compared to that anyway. Crap, this should be good. All right, Group A, your card is Soul Time. And the text under reads, the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So this is the challenge for you. Well, it's challenging to do this in practice in the real world, is to find the balance between getting your material needs met and your spiritual needs met, let's say. And if there is one side that you've been neglecting, I think you already know what your homework is for the month. Yeah, Group B, your card is Deliverance. This is I Ching hexagram number 40. Let me just show it to you like that. And the keywords are release, relief, a fresh approach, liberation from obstruction, finding a solution, exhilaration. Well, this is looking like a month to get unstuck. This is looking like a month of aha moments. So again, let me just reread these cards here, the words. So it's relief, a fresh approach. Yeah, that was the one. A fresh approach. So the thing with creativity is a lot of it has to do with making interesting connections between things that people don't often associate with each other. So, because some of you, depending on your situation, might feel a lot of pressure, like, oh, what if I don't get my big aha moment? And that's kind of the person that I wanted to cater to. It's like making connections between things and seeing how you can combine them. There's an entire genre of creativity exercises that are focused on that. So if you kind of got nervous in me reading that, that's something you might want to explore for this month. Group C, your card is Conjunction, Alliance. Well, part of me wants to read this at the surface level of maybe finding someone to, collaborate with. You know the saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, build a team. I haven't said that in a minute. This might be a conjunction in astrology is literally two planets being together in the sky, combining their energies together. So I'm going to pause to find a non-collaboration with way if I can. Give me a sec. Okay, good thing I did that. I'll reiterate something I told Group B, which may be useful to you, because I was talking about creativity, and a lot of creativity is about finding connections between things that we don't normally associate with each other, and when you combine them, that brings that, oh, I never thought of it that way type of thing. So this might be an invitation for you to explore that way if it's not the literal alliance thing. Yeah, Group D, your archetype is the child orphan. Child, oh, the orphaned child, I guess. The light attribute is independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Okay. Shadow attribute, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Okay. Given that this is a collective reading, I really want to honor both possibilities, especially given the tarot readings that I gave. I would say that conquering your fear of surviving, I think that I would take that as an invitation to explore the abundance mindset. I'm almost cringing saying it out loud. I get you. I'm with you, Group D. But in the way to get out of survival mode, if that's an issue for you, is to think of the possibilities. And instead, like if you could spend even like 1% less of your time thinking of your current situation as it is, and 1% more time thinking of the situation as it can be, that can kind of be a way to like jump the tracks, so to speak, mentally. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. That one, the reason it leapt out is that sometimes not all that glitters is gold, and sometimes we get swept up in habits, and it lets us tolerate things that we shouldn't necessarily be tolerating, or doing things that we shouldn't necessarily be doing. So I really wanted to do that, because again, if the feelings, the immaturity caused by fear of abandonment or feelings of abandonment, when you fill that hole, that's usually done with anything that makes the pain go away. So I wanted to make it clear that, you know, if you have a toothache, you could go to the dentist, or you could take cocaine. And yeah, cocaine will make the pain go away or whatever, but it's not necessarily the healthiest in the long term. So try to keep that in mind. With that said, I hope y'all have a great month. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. I hope y'all have a great month of November. Take care. I'll see you soon.